Okay, who here hasn't been to space? Why? You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
What's up and what's going on, Fellow Fanatix? Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss all things movies, TV, streaming, hot topics, and more. And in this video, we are going to be finally reacting to the Thor Love and Thunder, I think it's trailer 2 or whichever trailer it is. I know they put out a lot of different trailers, a lot of different TV spots, things like that. And again, we are behind, but we are going to watch that now, and then we'll give you guys our reaction, quick thoughts, and go into some of the reviews for the film right after this.
Asgard!
Get the popcorn out. He's gonna do a speech.
See what's happening here. You're afraid. Scared.
Oh no.
Anxious.
Oh, dude.
My friends, times like this, we need to unite, come together. I'm sorry, Meek, it's very hard to give a rousing speech with the noise.
Oh God, we're gonna die.
Thor, this is my vow. All gods will die.
That seems a bit dangerous.
This ends here and now!
Marvel Studios THOR Love and Thunder. PG-13. Tickets on sale now.
How exciting.
Experience it. Only in theaters July 8th.
Okay, hold on. We've got one more here.
Bro, the action sequences are so fucking dope.
No, they are, but...
There's a maniac who seeks to end us all. And putting together the greatest team ever.
Are you hacked? Yes.
We've got Korg.
He's my best friend.
Yes. There's my ex-girlfriend Jane. Valkyrie.
This is the best day of my life!
The Guardians.
And giant goats.
Oh, look at those. They are wonderful.
Yes, they are. They also scream quite a lot.
You said this would be a relaxing holiday.
I said it was going to be like a relaxing holiday. Human handshake. It's the Asgardian shake. Into the snake that you cannot trust. Really dragging this out and finish the classic Asgardian high one.
In theaters July 8th. Tickets on sale now.
Obviously, Thor Love and Thunder is going to have immense amounts of comedy because it's a Taikai Waititi film. And going off of Ragnarok, a lot of people have been asking, is it going to be as hype as Ragnarok was? Is it going to be as good as Ragnarok was? But the reviews are in because the premiere, Thor Love and Thunder premiered in LA on Thursday. Give their full spoiler or non-spoiler reviews yet. Right now it's just a really quick rundown of the film. I mean, but to jump, I guess, right in quickly to what you guys thought of the trailer. Go ahead and, Trey, what do you think of that trailer there?
Dude, I think this is what we've been missing. It looks so fun. It looks so funny. The action is very high quality, but the jokes are right there along with it. You're getting, you know, Thor, the Guardians. We're back in MCU proper, right? I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. I think they are doing Gorr completely wrong, but that's okay. I mean, I've actually accepted it at this point because this movie looks like so much fun. I'll just have to get over it. It's really, and I can't. I'll have to see Gorr to see how they do it, but I mean, just looking at it, I'm like, this doesn't seem like the same. That's the only big complaint I have.
Right. Q, what are your thoughts on those two trailers there?
I mean, like you said, the movie looks fun, everything. I mean, one of the main things I was trying to focus on is Gorr's sword the actual Necro sword, or is it just a...
I don't know if it's a Necro sword.
It just looks like a...
I don't know if it's a Necro sword or not. And the reason being is, obviously, we know this, that Sony
that's what I'm wondering. Did they get the rights to do that with everything, with the symbiote? But
who knows?
I guess, like you said, I mean, if they can't even do that, I mean, that's one way to even tell. Like, they're not going to do Gorr right. But, I mean, like you said, I just hope they give us a good perception of him. It doesn't really matter to me if he's comic accurate as long as it's a good perception. But overall, I think I'm going to like the dynamic of the movies just because I've always liked whenever the scenes when we get Thor and Quill in the same scenes and everything, and then adding on the... I don't know why I can't say that. Adding on the history with his ex-girlfriend and everything, I just feel like it gives the character a lot more room to be humorous, funny, and everything. Act a little cornier just because he's in this situation where he has this new team. His ex-girlfriend's come back, and then he's facing this god who essentially, or this villain who wants to kill him.
I think they nail his. I don't know what, like, they didn't show it in these two trailers. I think they showed it in the first trailer, but when he's like, let's see who you really are, and he flicks, and then Thor's like, you flick too hard! I'm like, that, to me, I don't know why, they nail his responses. The one-liners from Thor are the funniest thing in the MCU, period.
You know, and that's, you know, like I said, in other Thor videos that we've done, that's why Chris Hemsworth, when Taika took over, was so willing to continue on being Thor, because after Dark World, he was questioning whether or not he even wanted to continue to be Thor. But, you know, seeing Taika's take on things, he wanted to see it. But obviously, we know that Ragnarok, in my opinion, although the MCU Twitter will try to convince you that Ragnarok is not one of the absolute best Marvel films.
Oh, it's so good.
Made. Ragnarok is definitely one of the best films. So, from the reviews that
it's the best Thor film for sure.
For sure. Some of the reviews that came out, this comes from Brandon Davis over at comicbook.com. He said, Thor Love and Thunder is absolutely electrifying. My favorite Thor movie of the four. Taika Waititi through and through. It's mature, the soundtrack rocks, and there are great surprises. So much fun. Feels like the best MCU Phase 1 and Phase 4 in one entry. Loved it. He went on to say, Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, aka Mighty Thor, is just such a home run. Her whole story here is powerful and fulfilling. Christian Bale is creepy good as Gorr. He could have benefited from a little more screen time, but lands really well. Great villain. That kind of bothers me a little bit, that he said he could have benefited for a little more screen time. Just seeing that this is the shortest Marvel film in the MCU. It's going to be the shortest Marvel film in the MCU.
How long is it?
It's an hour and 50 something minutes.
I want to say right at 59.
Yeah. So that
maybe
kind of
56. I think it's an hour 56.
Yeah. So with it being that short, it kind of bothers me, knowing also that we're kind of not getting the traditional look for Gorr.
I don't think we're getting the traditional Gorr at all.
So that bothers me. But hearing that, which we already knew from the trailers, that Jane Foster was going to be amazing, that Natalie Portman is, I'm sure, crushing it as Jane Foster's Mighty Thor, and that I've heard too that her arc is going to be really good. Now, I will say this about Gorr the God Butcher. We did hear during the screenings for Gorr that fans absolutely adored Christian Bale as Gorr and called him the best MCU villain that they've ever done.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. Christian Bale's an amazing actor, right? And it's going to be awesome to see his spin on a villain. He can be a very good villain. But it goes back to what you like versus comic book accuracy. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, I can sit there and just looking at him, part of what I like so much about the character Gorr is his authentic comic book look. He doesn't look like... this looks like a disciple of some, you know...
Yeah.
Something, bald, shaved head. You know, I'm not vibing with it compared to what Gorr looks like. We knew this going in, but he is an amazing actor, and I'm sure he does a great job portraying the character they built for Gorr.
Right. I'm not either. We bitched about that in a whole video. Well, the next person we've got here is Kirsten Acuna, who says Christian Bale is phenomenally menacing as Thor Love and Thunder's villain, Gorr the God Butcher, one of the creepiest Marvel villains we've ever seen on screen. Gave me some Dark Knight Ledger Joker vibes at one point. Also from Kristen Acuna, she said, wow, the Thor Love and Thunder is great. The best entry in Phase 4 behind Shang-Chi and No Way Home. I laughed, I cried, then I laughed and cried some more. In that order, Natalie Portman is finally given her due. Dr. Jane Foster is more than worthy of being the Mighty Thor. And again, we're just more praise to Natalie Portman, more praise to her being the Mighty Thor there. She looks like she's going to really kill it.
She's fucking buff.
This comes from Caitlin Booth, who said, so Thor Love and Thunder, I have thoughts and feelings, a lot which are spoilers. Some of them I'm not happy about. What I can talk about is something that the thing that made Thor Ragnarok such a breath of fresh air was how different it was from the other movies. Went on to say, that being said, it's not a bad movie, and perhaps Thor Love and Thunder will appreciate well for me the same way Thor Ragnarok did. Lovely to see Jane Foster. Again, Valkyrie is loved, and there isn't enough gore. And that's twice we've seen that. Not a bad entry in the Marvel universe, but not great one either. And I wanted to throw her review in there because that's not a positive review. There are people out there that are not as keen on it as other people. I mean, the critics' reviews have not come out. These are just kind of fan reviews right now.
Right.
But again, seeing twice now that there's not enough gore, I don't know what that.
Do you think he dies at the end?
I don't think he dies. I think Gorr's gonna. I think Gorr is a part of a larger story.
Yeah,
that's
that's
about
he
what
absolutely
I was gonna
is.
say.
Yeah.
I don't think they pulled him
It's
in
about
just
to
for
be
this
told.
movie.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not you don't pull Christian Bale in for the.
Well, and I think one thing that'll give this movie a jolt, right? I think anyway, is that it's getting back to a formula that worked well, right? And you know, I've seen a large complaint. I've seen a lot of standard viewers and commenters and whatnot making is the MCU is doing so much, right?
Right.
It's almost doing too much for some people, where there's so many shows and so many movies and so much. They're losing quality for quantity, is how some people feel, and numbers are kind of showing that.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. We've talked about not the same cast right now. They're getting in a new phase. But this, I feel like it's going to be a boost just like No Way Home was, just like Doctor Strange was, where it's like, oh, we're back to the gang again. But Thor commands a screen, where I don't think Doctor Strange is as charming or funny on the screen as they've depicted Thor to be. Thor, you're in for a ride. We saw for Ragnarok. You're in for something fun. Where Doctor Strange, it's kind of... Sometimes it's dark, it's different, it's cool, it's mystical, but I feel like Thor captures audience better, especially with the Guardians. Like
Warren over at Cosmic Wonder, if you don't know who he is, go check him out. Warren did his review on it. I think I liked Warren's review that he did, and one of the things that he said is that the overall plot, when we go into the film, we're not expecting that. He doesn't expect anyone to really not understand, but be able to guess what the overall plot is going to be, because it's been so hidden from the overall public and everything like that. And again, it's a heavy Taikai Waititi film. It's going to have the humor and everything like that. So, and then we've also heard if you are expecting Thor, or if you're expecting Ragnarok, do not expect Ragnarok going in. It's not Ragnarok. It is Thor: Love and Thunder. It is its own film. So I know that a lot of people are saying that, oh, you know, we want it to be just as funny as Ragnarok and things like that. We want it to hit just as hard as Ragnarok. It is not Ragnarok. That is what we've heard across the boards from just about every person. So we watched that trailer. We see the film, and when's the film come out? In 2 weeks? A week or something like that? 2 weeks, a week. We can't wait to see that film. Thor: Love and Thunder is on my most anticipated list for the MCU so far, and I'm really excited to see what this brings for Phase 4. I think it's going to be a really nice, lighthearted film after Multiverse of Madness. So it's going to be a family fun film. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. Take your friends, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you guys in the next video.